Hello Libra, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. It is Air Day. Thanks so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you, and happy 4th of July. So for those of you who are celebrating, we so appreciate our neighbors to the south here in Canada. Thank you so much for the ways that you love on this channel. I do appreciate you. What we're going to do this week, Libra, is we are going to read 2 decks. So we're going to do 2 hands for you. First hand, and then we'll clear away these cards. We'll pull out the second hand. Sometimes those 2 readings are going to relate to each other. I'll pull up the cards, I'll try again, and it'll continue on. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll be two different energies, and so we'll find out what's coming up for you. Now, if you've been here before, you know that that I always read for the week ahead, but time is fluid, and I don't put dates or times on my readings, so I feel like you will find it when you need it. If you want to know when I'm uploading to see them real time, then please hit that subscription button and the bell button so you'll know when I'm uploading. But please know that, you know, when a reading comes by, whether it's from the past or not, it could be for you. It could still resonate at this time. Let's find out what's going on for Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra, please. We have the 8 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is coming out of some sort of overthinking. I feel like you were a prisoner of your mind for a while, Libra. I feel like you were there thinking, overthinking. I feel like you were stuck there. But I also feel like this week ahead for you is going to be a time when you start to untangle things. You untangle what's in the mind, I think. You're making some sort of decision. I feel like the reason that you've come out of the 8 of Swords is that you've stopped overthinking, and now you're going to make some sort of a decision. I feel like you want to either resurrect something, like it feels like there could be something that you've done before that you haven't done in a while and you want to try that again, or you're making some sort of big decision that's going to make a very big impact or change in your life, Libra. You might be wanting to tell the truth to somebody here. Tell me more. And the 4 of Swords. So I feel like I want to say that it feels like here that you've been healing, I want to say, and that's the way that you've come out of the 8 of Swords. The way that you've turned things around is that I feel like you had been experiencing some sort of sadness or disappointment, possibly. Something went wrong, I want to say, and it caused you to lay down. It caused you to try and heal the self, to be by yourself, to get stability of the mind. 4s are always about stability. And I think that you needed to possibly find the reason that something happened. When we see the Ace of Swords at the bottom here of the card, and the Ace of Swords to me when it's laying on its side is a challenge. I feel it was a real challenge for you. Whatever this was that broke your heart or disappointed you, something went wrong, I feel. And it might have been because someone had lied to you about something. I feel like you want to now approach somebody. You've healed. And so I feel like you're no longer overthinking it. And now it feels like you want to make some sort of a big change. Your decision is that you're going to speak to someone about the 7 of Swords. It feels like whatever went on here caused you to kind of beat yourself up. This 5 of Wands is like these people are beating on each other with wands, right? And I feel like this is telling me that maybe in the springtime, possibly, that there was something that went down. There was an argument or a fight, but I feel like that turned inward. Like you turned it inward and blamed it on yourself, but I don't know that it was really something that you did. I feel like it was something you felt terrible about, or maybe someone blamed on you, but Libra, I don't think it was your fault. Tell me about the 7 of Swords, because it feels like somebody here is keeping something from you or trying to get away with something here. Tell me about the 7 of Swords. We have the 8 of Pentacles, we have the Strength card, and we have the 6 of Cups. I feel like the person who lied to you, that makes sense. The reason why you're either sad or disappointed or feeling heartbroken, it feels like that the person who lied to you was someone that you had a long-term relationship with. It could be a love relationship, but it could be a member of the family or a best friend. It's someone that you've known for a very long time. And the 6 of Cups also tells me with the Judgment card that maybe you want to take a chance of maybe trying to talk it through. The Strength card tells me that you have been working up the courage You've been really working hard or working up the courage to speak to somebody about the situation as it went down. Because I feel like this is a place where you really stayed for probably maybe a week or two in your head. I feel like you feel confident enough that you have the tools to kind of get through this. Tell me why you were stuck in your head for so long. What's the situation that we're talking about here? Got the Sun. So you had some sort of a breakthrough or realization here. The sun is shining on the Eight of Swords. So it tells me that you were able to stop overthinking because you came to a realization of some sort. And it might have been something that happened within your family here, Libra. There you are, Justice. Justice in seeing something for what it really is. It feels like there was somebody who was on their high horse, I want to say. Somebody who might be a little bit egoic or feels like they're in charge. This is somebody who's been through a lot of things. And I think that because they've been through a lot of hardship or they have some trauma, maybe they just, it feels like it's caused them to live in their ego, I want to say, and that they will have victory at any cost. And I feel like it was that the Eight of Swords is in the reverse because now you've realized that there is a way to get justice. The way to get justice is to go back home. So for some of you, I feel like it's this Six of Wands is telling me that you've been away from the family home or away from people who feel like family. It feels like you've been on some sort of I want to say a path of discovery or healing, I want to say, and you couldn't deal with the situation before now because you just weren't stable of the mind. And I feel like now that you're not feeling stuck in your mind any longer, it's time for you to get some justice here. It's time for you to enter the room and make everything balanced. It's time for someone to tell the truth and be honest about the situation. It could be someone in love because we do have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, but we could also be talking about somebody who is making a choice in love here. It could be romantic love. It could be love for the family. Tell me what was being hidden, please. Because somebody made a decision to lie to you. What was the lie, please? Lie or be deceiving about something, or maybe just keeping something under the surface. We have the King of Wands. We have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Wands. I think it has something to do with money. And it feels like it's I want to say that maybe it was an argument over money. It feels like someone gave you money or you gave someone else money. It was charity. And so I feel like somebody either came to your rescue or you came to someone else's rescue as it pertains to finances. And I feel like that's what set everything on its head. I want to say somebody made a decision to give you money or you made a decision to give someone else money. It looks like it's the King of Wands, though. It has something to do with the King of Wands. Somebody took action and they helped you out. They made a decision that they are going to give you money because the Six of Pentacles is here. And I feel like it's almost like you had to beg for it. You had to beg for it. This person didn't want to help you, but they finally did help you. Or the other way around, take it as it resonates. But there is a decision here to lie about it. It feels like somebody lied about it. And now we have to heal from it. It's like somebody, I don't know. It feels like with the Seven of Swords and the Six of Pentacles that somebody lied about the money. It feels like somebody already had the money in the bank, but they took the other person's money anyway. Like it feels like it was dishonest. Maybe someone took your money. Maybe you gave charity to someone and you just raced in there to help them. And as the King of Wands would, feel inspired to help out, right? That's who the King of Wands is, racing to the rescue. But it feels like somebody made a decision and then the other person, maybe they didn't pay you back or they slipped away or you don't hear from them. Everything is silent. Like that's what it feels like here, that now there's unfinished business between you and someone else. Tell me what's going on here. I think I'm leaning toward like the energy feels like you gave someone else something, whether it's money or something of worth, something in the Pentacle world. You gave them a car, a place to live, or money for rent or mortgage, or it's like you were the king and you have the funds and you're the one who gave something to someone else. And I feel like it's a decision that you made, and then the person maybe ran off with it or didn't really tell you that they were paying you back. Like it feels like you're working up the courage to speak with this person. And it's not an easy conversation because this is somebody that you love or someone that you have known for a really long time. Tell me what's going on here. We have the King of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles, yeah, it's someone in the family. That's what it feels like. It feels like it is someone that you either think of as family or someone who is family. Someone I feel like you work really hard for what you have, and that you are somebody who's very generous. And no, you know, if somebody is in peril and they need help, then you're right there. I feel like you had just a verbal agreement. That's what it feels like. You trusted this person. You wanted to think that they were honest. You trusted them. You gave them whatever you had. It's almost like you kept one pentacle for yourself and you gave them a lot of money. That's what it looks like here, right? And it could be a lot of years ago. It feels like you, with the six, like there's 6 pentacles here, right? That's what's here. And you can see people are begging for money here. I feel like you were generous with this person and you trusted them. And I feel like this person is somebody who's related to you or someone that you see as family. You work really hard for your money, but you just gave it to this person because they needed it. They were having a tower moment here. And it was causing a lot of strife for them. And you came running in with the solution, right? The Ace of Wands. You came running in with some sort of creative solution and gave them the victory, right? Which is the Six of Wands. You gave them the victory, but I feel like it's like this person is egoic or up on their high horse, or, you know, they left town. It's like this person's coming back home. Like it feels like somebody here took it and ran. The Ace of Swords, the Emperor, and the Two of Swords. And that's what broke your heart. Yeah, that this person is somebody who feels like you are the person who has an endless amount of funds, an endless amount of everything, and so they felt that it was okay not to pay you back, not even to speak to you about it. We do have the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords, which is the 3 swords. 3 swords are here with the Emperor. That's what broke your heart here, I feel. Now, I don't feel that you were the Emperor when you borrowed the money. I feel like you were a king. I feel like you are an Emperor now. You're somebody who has raised yourself up in life, and you are somebody who is always going to help other people. But I feel like your heart is still broken because this person is nowhere to be found. And you thought that you had this really great relationship with them. That's what it feels like here. Yeah, they're here. You're still waiting to hear from them here. We've got the Four of Pentacles. It's like they were out of money and you gave it to them and now they're nowhere to be found. Like they're silent. And the Three of Wands tells me you're waiting for them to contact you again, to have the money, get the money back, right? We have the Death card here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like you've been very fortunate and you've had expansion in your life, and because of some sort of a transformation. But unfortunately, it's confused relationships. It almost feels like you're the person in the family who is like the patriarch, the person who everybody comes to for help or for money. You're the person who is successful in your life, and maybe you own a business or a few businesses, and people in the family think that they can just come by and take whatever they want because they know that you're generous and you're going to give it, right? You are the King of Pentacles too. So you're the person who is going to be very charitable and an overgiver. And this person, I feel, kind of screwed you, is what I want to say. I feel like you still are living the fortunate life, but I feel like you've learned your lesson. I feel like you've changed since then, and things are really moving well for you. But it could be a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo that we're talking about. That person might be the person who you can no longer trust. You were hoping that you could trust them. The King of Swords was here. I think you took them at face value, but I don't think that they ended up, I think you're still waiting for it. I think you're sad about it. You're still waiting for it. So Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, more Scorpio energy here. We have Aries energy. We've got a lot of fire energy, so we've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, more Scorpio energy. We've got Libra and Leo. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, like I said, and we do have Virgo and Pisces energy. Well, that was a little bit weird. I wonder if that resonates with anybody. All right, let's go to the second hand. Let's find out what's going on with the second hand for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's find out what's going on for Libra. Tell me about Libra. What's coming up in the week ahead for Libra, please? What's coming up in the week ahead for Libra? got the devil energy. Why is that? We've got the lovers. We've got the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Empress. Interesting. The Eight of Wands is in the reverse. It's radio silence. That's what it feels like. I feel like the Empress has gone offline. I want to say the Empress is someone that I feel that you have a deep connection to, Libra. That you have a deep connection to this person, and given the choice, you would choose them. I feel like, in fact, you do choose them, and I feel like there is a very deep connection here. I feel like there's no communication, though. The Four of Pentacles is here. Somebody's hiding from you, or maybe you think that they're hiding from you. The Four of Pentacles, this person here, you can see they've got their cloak hanging over the money here. They're ready to close the container. It feels like you feel like someone's hiding something from you. I feel like there is, I want to say there's fear. And yeah, the fear that you're never going to see this person again. I feel like the Empress is hiding because there might be something toxic going on here. Like it feels like somebody has an addiction, and it wouldn't be the Empress. The Empress is the one who is in balance. So let's find out what the Capricorn energy is about. Tell me about the Devil. We have the World card. You have some unfinished business with the Empress. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Seven of Swords. I want to say that you don't trust your intuition. You're not listening to your intuition, or you don't trust it. It feels like with the World in reverse that there is like, it almost feels like a painful cycle is still open for you. This cycle that is still open is painful because the Empress is not speaking with you. And I feel like it's painfully open. Like you weren't able to get any closure. That's what it feels like. This Devil energy here tells me there is codependency. Now, I don't know if it's on your side or theirs. The Empress usually is not codependent. But we do see that the Devil is here wreaking havoc, I want to say. Causing doubt. Maybe there's addictions. Maybe somebody's spending too much money. Whatever the Devil represents, it feels like the Empress is quiet, even though she knows there's a connection here, but the Devil is here, and she doesn't want to deal with it. I feel like you're not listening to your intuition because the door is still open here. I feel like somebody ghosted you, possibly, or has stopped speaking with you, and you just cannot close the door. You're still connected to that person in your head. We do have the Seven of Cups. We have the Death card. We have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Cups. I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that you might be the Emperor here. I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that it is time for you to let it go. The Death card is here with the Seven of Cups. I feel like you're confused to the reason why this person no longer wants to speak with you. I feel like it's turned into some sort of toxic poop soup. Like it feels like it's something you're trying to get through, but it's obsessive. You can't stop thinking about this situation obsessively. It's overwhelming for you. You don't know why it ended. It's like you're looking at all of these cups. Did I do that? Did I do that? It feels like all of these cups here, it's overwhelming or very emotional for you. But you're keeping quiet about it. It's like you haven't really said anything about it. You feel cheated. You feel cheated. You feel like the Empress lied to you because I feel like somebody is gone or somebody just walked away and didn't close the cycle with you. And I feel like you've been hanging there in this open cycle. I really do feel with the Death card next to the Seven of Cups, it's telling me you need to stop. You need to stop with these overwhelming emotional feelings. It's time for you to end that. It's time for you to realize that you're single, that the Empress isn't coming back. The Nine of Pentacles tells me that it's time for you to change things. You have the power to change things whenever you want. And I feel like transformation is telling me that this ended so something else could begin, which tells me that this may have been some sort of a karmic relationship for you. That this person was simply in your life to teach you a lesson. And I feel like the lesson was supposed to give you confidence, teach you how to build things from the ground up, how to build yourself up. And I feel like that is something to celebrate about, but I feel like you don't feel it's celebratory. Because I think that you think this person is your soulmate, right? This is somebody who you just can't let go of. And you still are obsessively thinking about this connection because you're very connected to this person still energetically. And I think that you're hoping that this person is going to reach out to you, because I think you've been waiting in the sadness. You've been waiting and hoping, right? With the star, you've been waiting and hoping that things are going to change, but they're not. This is over. The 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords. This is weighing heavy on you. And you need to come to the realization, my friend, that it's not coming back together. It's not. The realization is, I need to drop these. I need to drop the 10 Wands. I need to drop the 10 Swords. And I feel like it's probably going to come in some sort of a realization as we move ahead. I think you've been waiting for this person to reappear in your life, and I don't think that they're going to reappear in your life, Libra. What is Libra supposed to do from here? How can Libra heal this without talking to the Empress? Because look, it's over when you say that it's over, Libra. If you walk through your life waiting for other people to end the story for you, you're going to have a lot of unfinished business. You need to learn how to make the decision to close the door, to close the chapter, and keep moving. But I feel like you're not listening to your intuition. I feel like your intuition keeps telling you, close the door, it's over. But I feel like you're in this obsessive energy, not being able to stop thinking about the situation and the time that you two spent together. Tell me what Libra's supposed to do from here. How can Libra cut themselves away and close this door here? I think it starts with listening to your intuition. Maybe a little more meditation, trying to understand the self. Because I think you're lying to yourself if you think this person's coming back. We do have, you need to be honest with yourself. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords and the Six of Swords. It feels like here that I think that what you want is a face-to-face. You want this person to tell you it's over. You want that face-to-face. You want them to be honest with you. But I think this person's got their back to you. They're not interested in speaking with you. I feel like this person's already moved on, and I think you need to do the same. The Six of Swords and the Queen, right? The Queen has her back to the King, and I feel like the Queen has already moved on. I feel like the Queen doesn't think that there's anything here to say, but you're still waiting. You're in the Three of Wands, still waiting. When there's all of this stuff that you can conquer out there, you're still really stuck here. You need to move on here. We've got the Eight of Swords, we've got the Judgment card, and we've got the Five of Wands in the reverse. When the Five of Wands in the reverse, it's like, I'm not holding back anymore. There's no more indecision. I need to stop beating myself up over this. The Judgment card is, that's your decision. So I feel like you will be coming to a decision here where you finally realize that being stuck in your head isn't a place of production. You're not going to get anything out of that. You're just going to be stuck there. But I feel like you're sort of obsessively thinking about the situation over and over, hoping to manifest it, hoping it's going to work out. But I'm going to say it's over. The judgment is, it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to stop holding back. I don't believe this is coming together. But I do believe that in the future, because that's the bottom of the deck for me, in the future, you do have something beautiful coming in. And it might come in with a Tower. I feel like it's a realization that you can move on. And I feel like you will be moving on to happiness after this really hard ending. But I feel like it's a decision you have to make, because these are swords up in the head. And I feel like the universe is going to try and help you move along by giving you some sort of a revelation or a realization. This Ace of Swords is in the hand of this charioteer, right? It's time for me to get my energies balanced. It's time for me to move on to the victory. The victory is 10 cups. There is someone else out there for you. I know that you're kind of stuck on this Empress here, but I don't feel like this is supposed to work out with the Empress. I feel like it was a lesson you were supposed to learn, and you were supposed to carry on and, have this sort of celebratory energy. Look, I got through it. I'm confident. I learned the lesson. I built myself up from here, but I think you're stuck right here. I think you're stuck at this place where it's time for you to get to stop being overwhelmed or crying about it or feeling all of the feelings about it. It feels like it could be a new wound for you, so take the time that you need to repair yourself, but it feels like healing needs to be done here. The King of Swords, to me, is also someone who could be a psychologist or a psychiatrist. It feels like you need to release it and move on, but you can't, because you need the closure. You need the truth, the honesty, the justice. You need the closure. But, you know, the world is in the reverse here. You don't have any closure. So I feel like it's really important that you find someone who can help you get the closure, because I think it's over. I don't think that this person is coming back. We do have Scorpio energy. We've got Virgo and Pisces. We've got a lot of air energy here. So it's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Aries, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, and Capricorn. I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you, Libra, and I hope that you have a beautiful weekend. I'm going to go for now. You guys take care. Bye-bye.